Namaste everyone. So students, in the previous lecture we had studied about second order derivatives of explicit functions. But today we will talk about second order derivatives of parametric functions, right? We will study about how can we differentiate two times parametric function, that is how can we find second order derivatives in case of functions in parametric form, right? So we will understand this concept with help of some examples. So let us see if, what is our first question. So our question is, yes, it is given if x is equal to a cos t, if x is equal to a cos t and y is equal to b sin t, y is equal to b sin t, then find d2y upon dx square. So students, in this question it is given x is equal to a cos t, y is equal to b sin t. So you can see here x and y both are functions of third variable t, which is usually called parameter. That's why this function is in parametric form, and we have to find its second order derivative, that is d2y upon dx square, right? So first of all, what to do? In order to find second order derivative, first of all we will find first order derivative, that is we will find dy by dx. So we will do this question in two steps. So first step will be, yes, step 1, number 1, we will find dy by dx. And I have discussed in our earlier lectures how can we find first order derivative of parametric functions. Okay, so we will use formula, that is dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx upon dt, right? So first of all, by using this formula we will find its first order derivative, and then we will proceed further in order to find its second order derivative. Okay, so let us start. So first of all, our first step, we will find dy by dx, that is we will find its first order derivative. Yes, so for this, first of all we will differentiate x with respect to t. So dx upon dt, yes, it will be, yes, derivative of cos t is minus sin t, and here a is constant, so it will be minus a sin t. Next, derivative of y with respect to t, it will be b cos t, right? Now by using this formula we will find first order derivative, that is dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx upon dt. So here put the values of dy by dt and dx by dt. So after substituting we will get b cos t upon minus a sin t, and it will be minus b upon a cot t, right? So we have determined first order derivative, that is dy by dx, and here dy by dx is equal to minus b upon a cot t. So dy by dx is equal to minus b upon a cot t. Now students, but we have to find second order derivative. So let us see how will we proceed further in order to find second order derivative, right? So now you can see here our first order derivative is function of t. So we can write here dy by dx is equal to function of t. Okay, and now we have to find second order derivative. It means we will again differentiate both sides with respect to x. Okay, so write down here again, differentiate both sides with respect to x. Okay, so here dy by dx is function of t, but we have to differentiate both sides with respect to x, right? So let us try to understand what to do further. Let us assume this dy by dx is u. I am writing here for understanding. Okay, you will not write here, but for understanding, let dy by dx is equal to u. I am assuming here dy by dx is equal to u is equal to function of t, right? So it means here u is function of t, that is dy by dx is function of t. Okay, and we will differentiate both sides with respect to x, right? So it means we have to find du by dx, because we will differentiate both sides with respect to x. But you can see here u is function of t, here dy by dx is function of t, but we have to find du by dx. So we will apply chain rule, that is Firstly, we will differentiate u because u is a function of t. So we will differentiate u with respect to t and then multiply derivative of t with respect to x, and then we will get our required result, that is derivative of u with respect to x, or we can say derivative of dy by dx with respect to x. And here u is dy by dx, and if I put here dy by dx, so at the place of u, if I put dy by dx, so it will be d2y upon dx square, and this is equal to du by dt. So du by dt, it means f dash t. Du by dt means f dash t. So f dash t into dt by dx, right? So students, by using this formula, that is d2y upon dx square is equal to f dash t into dt by dx, we will proceed further in order to find second order derivative, right? So d2y upon dx square from here is equal to, first of all we will differentiate with respect to t, that is f dash t, multiply by derivative of t with respect to x, right? So first of all we will find first order derivative. So you can see here first order derivative is function of t, right? But we have to differentiate again both sides with respect to x, because we have to find d2y upon dx square, that is derivative of dy by dx with respect to x, right? So let us assume this dy by dx is u. So it means u is function of t, but we have to find du by dx, but u is function of t. So first of all we will differentiate u with respect to t because u is function of t, and then by chain rule we will multiply derivative of t with respect to x. It means du by dx will be du by dt multiplied by dt by dx, and here we have assumed u is equal to dy by dx. So I will substitute at the place of u dy by dx, and it will be d2y upon dx square. It means d2y by y upon dx square is equal to, yes, du by dt means f dash t, okay? So f dash t into dt by dx. So by using this formula, now we will find d2y upon dx square, that is second order derivative of our function in parametric form, right? So let us do further. Now again differentiate both sides with respect to x. So with respect to x we will get d2y upon dx square, d2y upon dx square, yes, first of all f dash t. So first of all we will differentiate with respect to t because it is a function of t. So we will differentiate with respect to t. So minus b upon a, it is a constant, and derivative of cot t is minus cosecant square t. So minus cosecant square t into dt by dx into derivative of t with respect to x. So first of all we will differentiate with respect to t because it is function of t, and then differentiate t with respect to x, okay? Now question is, how will we find value of dt by dx from here? From where value of dt by dx will come? So let us see. Yes, from here, from dx by dt we will find value of dt by dx, just its reciprocal will be value of dt by dx. So from here dt by dx is equal to minus 1 upon a sin t, that is equal to minus 1 upon a cosecant t, right? So now put value of dt by dx here, and after simplification we will get our required second order derivative, that is d2y upon dx square. So I am substituting here its value. So after substituting its value I will get, yes, I am putting here, so it will be minus 1 upon a into cosecant t, right? So after solving, yes, minus plus minus, so minus b upon a square, and overall it will be cosecant cube t. So it is our final value of second order derivative of y with respect to x, that is d2y upon dx square. So its value will be minus b upon a square into cosecant cube t. Right, students? So it's very simple. So first of all we will find first order derivative. Function will be in parametric form. It will be given function will be in parametric form. So first of all we will find first order derivative, right? And a first order derivative will be function of t, that is function of third variable. It may be t, it may be theta, and then again we will differentiate both sides with respect to x because we have to find second order derivative with respect to x, right? So d2y upon dx square, yes, and d2y upon dx squared will be f dash t into dt by dx. So first of all we will differentiate dy by dx firstly with respect to t because it is a function of t, and then multiply derivative of t with respect to x. So from here first of all we will differentiate with respect to t. So derivative of cot t is minus cosecant square t, and then we are multiplying by dt by dx. So and from dx by dt we will get value of dt by dx, just its reciprocal. We will substitute here, and after simplification we will get our required value, that is second order derivative, that is d2y upon dx square. Right student? Okay, now let us come to our next question. So let us do practice. So our next question is, now it is given if x is equal to 2 cos theta, if x is equal to 2 cos theta minus cos 2 theta, and y is equal to 2 sin theta minus sin 2 theta, 2 sin theta minus sin 2 theta, then find d2y upon dx square. Okay, so same procedure will be followed. So first of all we will find first order derivative. So here x is function of theta, y is function of theta. So dy by dx is equal to, here parameter is theta, so it will be dy by d theta upon dx upon d theta, right? So first of all differentiate x with respect to theta. So from here dx upon d theta is equal to minus 2 sin theta, and derivative of cos is minus, so minus minus plus, plus sin 2 theta, and then derivative of angle 2 theta is 2. So from here take common 2, and after taking common we will get sin 2 theta minus sin theta, right? Now we will apply here formula of sin c minus sin d. So it will be 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2, right? You have studied in class plus 1. And then dy by d theta, dy by d theta, this is equal to 2 cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta, because derivative of sin 2 theta cos 2 theta, and then 2 theta, derivative of 2 theta is 2. Similarly take common 2, and we will get cos theta minus cos 2 theta. Now apply formula of cos c minus cos t. So 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin d minus c by 2, right? So now we will find dy by dx. So just put the values of dy by d theta and dx by d theta here, and after solving we will get our required value, that is dy by dx, that is first order derivative, and then we will differentiate again. So I am substituting here. So dy by d theta, 4 sin 3 theta by 2 into sin theta by 2 upon, yes, 4 cos 3 theta by 2 into sin theta by 2. These terms will cancel, and it will be tangent 3 theta by 2. So our first order derivative, that is dy by dx, is equal to, so from here dy by dx is equal to tangent 3 theta by 2. So it is function of theta. It is function of theta because here variable, third variable is theta. Here as a parameter we are taking theta, right? So it will be function of theta. It is function of theta. Now again differentiate both sides with respect to x, because we have to find d2y upon dx square. So d2y upon dx square, it is equal to, yes, as it is function of theta here. So first of all we will differentiate with respect to theta, and then multiply derivative of theta with respect to x. So first of all derivative of tangent 3 theta by 2, secant square 3 theta by 2, okay, tangent 3 theta by 2, secant square 3 theta by 2 into derivative of 3 theta by 2, 3 by 2, right? And then multiply by derivative of theta with respect to x. So firstly we will differentiate with respect to theta, because dy by dx is function of theta. So firstly we will differentiate with respect to theta, and derivative of tangent 3 theta by 2 will be secant square 3 theta by 2 multiplied by derivative of angle, that is 3 theta by 2, that will be 3 by 2, into multiplied by derivative of theta with respect to x, right? So same here, value of d theta by dx we will get its value from here, that is from dx by d theta, just its reciprocal. So I will substitute its reciprocal. So after substituting, we will get its value will be, yes, 3 by 2 secant square 3 theta by 2, and its reciprocal will be 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, and cos 3 theta by 2. Okay, so it will be secant 3 theta by 2, secant 3 theta by 2. Okay, and this is sin theta by 2, it will be cosecant theta by 2, cosecant theta by 2. So finally our answer will be 3 by 8 secant cube 3 theta by 2 into cosecant theta by 2. Right, students? So first of all, we have determined first order derivative, that is dy by dx, and then second order derivative will be secant square 3 theta by 2, and then derivative of 3 theta by 2, it will be 3 by 2, and then multiplied by derivative of theta with respect to x. From here, just its reciprocal, so its value will be 1 by 4, 1 by cos 3 theta by 2 will be secant 3 theta by 2, and 1 by sin theta by 2, it will be cosecant theta by 2, right? So it will be secant cube 3 theta by 2 into cosecant theta by 2. So it is our final answer, that is our second order derivative, that is d2y upon dx square, right? Okay, now let us move to our next question. So our next question is, if x is equal to a sin pt, if x is equal to a sin pt, y is equal to b cos pt, b cos pt, then find second order derivative, then find d2y upon dx square at t is equal to 0. Firstly we will find up to second order derivative, we know how will we find second order derivative, and just at the place of t we will put 0, and we will get second order derivative at t is equal to 0. And in addition, in this question we have to show and also show that a square minus x square, a square minus x square into d2y upon dx square, a square x square, a square minus x square into y, d2y upon dx square plus b square is equal to 0, plus b square is equal to 0. Okay, so first of all we will find second order derivative. Okay, and then at the place of t we will put 0, and then we will get second order derivative at t is equal to 0. Okay, so let us start our question. So first of all find dx upon dt. So dx upon dt, it will be a p cos pt, then dy by dt, it will be minus bp sin pt, and from here dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx upon dt, and after substituting values we will get minus bp sin pt upon ap cos pt, and it will be minus p upon a tangent pt. So from here dy by dx is function of t. Now again differentiate both sides with respect to t in order to find second order derivative. So d2y upon dx square. Now as it is function of t, so first of all we will differentiate with respect to t and then multiply derivative of t with respect to x. So minus b upon a, derivative of tangent pt, it will be secant square pt into p, secant square pt into p, and then multiplied by derivative of t with respect to x, right? So we will put value of d2 by dx from here, dt by dx from here, just its reciprocal. So it will be minus bp upon a into secant square pt, yes, its reciprocal will be 1 by ap into cos pt. So it will be minus b upon a square, and 1 by cos pt secant pt, so it will be secant cube pt, secant cube pt. So it is our value of d2y upon dx square, right? But we have to find its value at t is equal to 0. So student, it's very simple. Just at the end, at the place of t, put d, at the place of t put 0. So at t is equal to 0, its value will be, we know secant 0 is 1. So its value will be minus b upon a square. Okay. So we have determined second order derivative at t is equal to 0, right? Now, we have to show a square minus x square into y into d2y upon dx square plus b square is equal to 0. Okay, so it's very simple. Just put the values and after simplification we will see, after simplification our left hand side will become 0. Okay, so let us see. So we will take left hand side. So at the place of x, first of all we will substitute value of x, that is a sin pt. So put values here. So a square minus x square. So it will be a square sin square pt. Okay. Y, value of y is b cos pt. B cos pt. Okay. Into d2y upon dx square. Yes, its value is minus b upon a square. Minus b upon a square into secant cube pt plus b square. Okay. Now, from here we will take common a square common. 1 minus sin square pt, it will be cos square pt. Okay. Then b cos pt. Then minus b upon a square secant cube pt plus b square. Okay. Now, next, from here it will be, yes, minus b square. Now it will be cos cube pt, and this is secant cube pt. So we can write it as 1 upon cos cube pt plus b square. So you can see our left hand side is equal to 0. So we have proved that is a square minus x into y d2y upon dx square plus b square is equal to 0. So it's very simple. Just substitute respective value, just simplify it, and we will get our required value, that is our left hand side will become 0 after simplification, right? Okay. Now let us move to our next question. So what is our next question? Yes, it is given if x is equal to cos t plus log tangent t by 2. If x is equal to cos t plus log tangent t by 2, y is equal to sin t, then show that then find d2y upon dx square, then find d2y upon dx square at t is equal to pi by 4. Yes. Okay, it's very simple. Same question is here. So same procedure will be followed. First of all, dx upon dt, in order to find first order derivative, minus sin t, and derivative of log x we know 1 by x. So same derivative of log tangent t by 2 will be 1 by tangent t by 2, and the derivative of tangent t by 2 secant square t by 2, and then derivative of t by 2 1. So it will be minus sin t plus, yes, we will convert in terms of cos and sin. So sin t by 2 upon cos t by 2 into 2, and it will be minus sin t plus 1 upon 2 sin t cos t, and we know 2 sin t by 2 cos t by 2, it will be equal to sin t, because we know sin t is equal to 2 sin t by 2 cos t by 2. Okay, so I will write here sin t. So it will be minus sin t plus 1 upon sin t, and after simplification it will be minus sin square t plus 1, and we know 1 minus sin square t cos square t upon sin t. So it is our value of dx upon dt. So dx upon dt is equal to cos square t upon sin t, right? Now, from here we will find dy by dt. So from here dy by dt will be cos t. So we have determined both dx by dt and dy by dt. Now put values in dy by dx, that is dy by dt upon dx by dt. And after substituting we will get, yes, cos t upon cos square t into sin t. So it will be sin t upon cos t. So it will be tangent t. So dy by dx is equal to tangent t. Okay. So dy by dx is equal to tangent t. Now, in order to find second order derivative, we will again differentiate both sides with respect to x. So d2 y upon dx square, it will be, yes, so second order derivative, its value will be, let us see, I am writing here, yes, it's the value of dx upon dt, because we will use here. So d2y upon dx square, it will be, yes, first of all we will differentiate with respect to t, as here dy by dx is function of t only, right? So it will be secant square t and then multiply by derivative of t with respect to x. So secant square t into, yes, and we can see this is value of dx by dt, okay? So value of dt by dx will be its reciprocal, that is sin t upon cos square t, right? So it will be sin t upon cos square t, and after solving we will get secant raised to power 4t into sin t. So it is our second order derivative, but in question it is given we have to find its value at t is equal to pi by 4. So it's very simple, just at the place of t put pi by 4. So at t is equal to pi by 4, its value will be secant raised to power 4 pi by 4 into sin pi by 4. And we know secant pi by 4 is root 2, and root 2 raised to power 4 is 4. So it will be 4, and sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So its value will be 4 by root 2, or we can write it as root 2 by root 2. It will be 2 and will be 2 root 2. So it is our final answer, that is 2 root 2. That is value of d2y upon dx square at t is equal to pi by 4, that is 2 root 2. Right, students? So student, it was all about second order derivatives of parametric functions. I hope whole topic is clear to all of you. Right, to try all the questions based on this topic, and in the next lecture we will meet with the next topic. So students, till next lecture, happy learning.